Hello, this is Friday, September the 6th, first Friday of the month and the Friday after Labor Day. Hope all of you had a great holiday. I had a whirlwind of unplanned events, so I'm going to share with you what I call a river of joy. I know that Webster defines joy as that emotion that evokes a feeling or of success. It's good fortune or even the idea of a projected sense of succeeding. Joy is talked about in Scripture. It's talked about in the fifth chapter of Galatians, where they talk about the fruit of the Spirit. And one of the fruits of the Spirit that's listed is joy. There was a writer who talked about Christian joy. But I don't want to talk about that particular kind of joy. I want to talk about the joy as if it was a river that flows through family. And we know that there are many emotions that flows through family, and joy is one of them. And over the holidays, I experienced that river of joy. The first day, I had the opportunity to witness a tall, talented, handsome young man that just happens to be my grandson make his debut in an independent film, and I saw his face and his name on the wide screen, and I was the proudest person, or I felt like I was the proudest person in the theater. So that was day one of my joy. Day two of my joy was seeing my niece. Actually, she's my great niece. She got married as the sun was setting. She was on the beach. It was a beautiful wedding. The colors were beautiful. The bridesmaids were beautiful. And she was happy. The joy that was on her face and the joy that was around all those who was in attendance. Day three, I came home and there were surprise visits from my cousin, my cousin's daughter, and my cousin's grandchildren. So she came with 3 generations of joy. And of course, I am the oldest, or should I say the eldest of the family. So that was joy for all of us. And then the next day, I had the joy of visiting my son and his children, along with my daughter. So there we were again, another 3 generations of joy. And then there was the next day where I had a visit from my great-grandchildren, and they always bring me joy. So that was my joy that ran through the holidays, my river of joy. What is your river of joy? What brings you joy? I suggest you take a moment, sit down and list 10 things, the simplest things sometimes, bring us joy. Yes, like going to the movies with a friend, just a simple telephone call, or a card or a letter in the mail from someone you haven't seen or heard from in a long time. And then sometime I suggest, you pick up a card and just send it to a friend and put joy in their life to say thinking of you, along with the little note, simply saying thinking of you. Someone wrote, there is much joy that comes from being in the presence of family. And this is from Rosalie. There is much joy comes from the presence of being in family, of being with family. So much peace. Sometimes there is also heartbreak and pain, but yet there is so much love, and in that love is so much joy. Look for joy in your life in this upcoming week. Take the time to observe joy in nature, and make lists of all the things that put joy in your life, and I bet you it will make you smile. So this is Rosalie saying, look for a little joy in this upcoming week. But as always, do something good for yourself and be kind to others. See you next Friday.